COVID-19.
You don't see person.
Ask about football, but
me I never see now. Now they say now.
Okay.
I mean I know they believe they say.
Action.
I don't believe they say.
Okay, let me ask you.
When I see person when die.
2020.
Yes.
COVID-19 came to Nigeria. They rather asked us to stay inside the house. Now, throughout the period, are you trying to say that COVID-19 did not kill anyone?
You know, say for science. Now waiting you see. For science, now waiting you see reality. You understand? That is the principle of science, and that is what I believe. Okay. If I don't see anybody when die of COVID-19, I don't believe say he did. You understand?
But from the.
But let me ask you, you don't see somebody when die of COVID-19.
Are you? Yes, I
because as far as you two, you did this country. No, he too did this country. Have you seen anybody?
I used to see it on television.
Thank you. Now TV me must see, but we never see it in reality. In reality, we want to see it in reality. You know, say they can video shot it, they can do Photoshop. Is it also?
Okay.
So now reality will they talk.
What of white men? Do you believe there is COVID-19 in their country?
I never traveled to that place. I have not traveled to that place. We also see it in television. Is it also? We are talking of reality.
Okay, until see it reality.
Reality. Let's see somebody when you don't fall for ground die. Say na COVID-19.
Abakari died.
You know what he kill him?
COVID-19.
Were you there?
I was there.
Now you be the doctor when conduct the test. Now they say okay they say na COVID-19 killer. Not be so.
Okay, sir. The way the country is going now, I want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Now, in a situation, we don't pray that to happen. But in a situation whereby, as it is now, the way things are, you just discover that, let's say you are looking for a job. So now, it happened that your wife, there is a particular opportunity somewhere, and they need man to work there, not woman.
Yes.
And it can happen that your wife go there, go find job for you. When you find job for you, you can't work there. Later you can't discover say that job where you find there, say your wife slept with the master. That was the reason why they give her the job. When you discover this, now she can't tell you when her conscience was disturbing her. Will you forgive her? Because she used that into, you know how Nigeria is now. Everybody needs something. So will you forgive her and continue with the job, or will you pursue her?
You know, this kind of question when you ask, you are not supposed to even ask me because I know the kind of woman when I'm married. This kind of thing not will happen to me.
Okay.
Let's assume say it happened to somebody else.
Yes.
You understand? But not be me as an example. We're talking of forgiveness. That one there is a question mark there. Okay. Because already you don't go commit atrocity. You can't use that atrocity because they say it won't help you. Can't carry what can't give you. So that to cover up the atrocity when you do for that place. So Gaska, that issue, I can't say I will forgive her. It is difficult as a human being to forgive. You understand, ba?
Yes.
Especially when you see the condition or the circumstances surrounding it.
Yes. So it's not possible. For you will not forgive.
Not that I will not forgive. The Bible aspect of it, the Bible says we should always forgive. Is it not so?
Yes.
If I reason it in a Bible way, I will forgive. Because if I have to do what is written in the Bible, I will forgive. But I'm telling you that it's difficult to forgive. Are you getting my way?
Yes.
So it's difficult to forgive. But in the Bible way, we are meant to forgive. I'm supposed to forgive. If I slept over it, I feel forgive her. You understand, ba? If I slept over it, I read the Bible again, God touch my mind, I feel forgive her.
That's nice. In terms of the boss will give you the job, what are you going to do? Are you going to leave the job or continue the job?
In that place?
Yes.
If they pay me big salary, I will still continue the work.
Okay.
Yes, sir. If the salary is attractive,
yes,
it can take care of my problem.
Yes.
I will continue, except that they don't pay me well.
Okay.
Yes.
And mistakenly, the one can't say, may you leave the job. What will you do?
Who will say I should?
Something just happened. They say they should reduce workers, and you are one of the people they will remove.
I will leave the job now. I will leave the job. What do you want me to do? Am I the owner of the job? Am I the owner of the work?
Okay. Thank you so much. I have to ask another person. Yes. I need different opinion.
Okay, see people here.
Yeah.
Now, me I know about football. Which did ask me again? I be this thing, politician.
Okay, now only football thing. No wonder. Arsenal.
Arsenal for life now.
Arsenal for life.
You want to take command Man U for table. I do want to take command Chelsea now very soon. We are on our way. Surely we will surely make the top 4. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you end that matters.
Chelsea not be your mate.
But more just you start feature like Chelsea for year. Me no be like say
Wait Chelsea.
no interview you.
Wait Chelsea.
They no interview you.
Chelsea, okay.
Just man they join us now. We just
Oga
talk anyhow.
Francis, you are Chelsea fan.
Yeah, this is Chelsea fan.
Come, why should I come?
You don't fear, ne?
No.
This is Chelsea.
Okay.
So right now they are in third position. So we are in fourth position. The same way we fling Man U out of fourth position is the same way that we're going to
Chairman, come now.
Chelsea
What do you have to say about your own club?
Honestly, look at them. Oh, please, can you interview this man? Because you always want his mouth in our bus stop. Just allow us to rest. He's an Chelsea fan.
Okay.
Chelsea something about Chelsea.
What do you have to say about your club?
My club?
Yes, sir.
The Darling Club. The Blues.
Yes.
The Blues.
Okay.
Madam, wait to
The thing about Chelsea is that everything about Chelsea
Yes.
is...
Okay, face us more than
No, don't worry. I'm seeing two of you.
Chelsea and Arsenal. So beef day.
Are you interviewing?
I don't know whether he's the one interviewing or...
Yeah. Sir, continue. Though, just tell us about your.
Yeah, what?
No,
First
you
your
cannot be
interview.
afraid.
Chelsea currently is the world champions. World champions.
They now face camera come your side though.
And believe you me,
Yes.
that's why the crisis in Chelsea now.
Yes.
About this.
Okay, no crisis in Chelsea.
About this. About the crisis in Chelsea now brought here by this ban and
Yes.
we still be at the top.
So they are still the winning team
They
now.
are still the winning team, and we will keep on winning.
Sir, honestly, I'm not sure what you're saying.
Okay. What do you have to say about his own?
Me,
You are sure that the team is not winning?
when you talk about the winning team, the
Yes.
winning team is Arsenal.
Okay.
When we started the league, Arsenal was not doing well. When everybody played 4 matches, so we are in 20 last position. They started making fun of Arsenal that we will go delegation. But where are we now? There's a thing that said it's not all about how you start,
Yeah,
it's
it's how you
that
end
matters.
this matter.
Now I didn't start well, and I believe that I'm going to end well.
For sure.
The same way I'm still saying it. The same way I kick out Man U from that top 4. The same way I'm going to kick out Chelsea from that third position.
It's just a matter of time.
You can kick out Man U. When you are talking about Man U, but not Chelsea.
I'm going to fling Chelsea out of that top position.
Chelsea will
I'll
remain.
keep on saying it.
Chelsea will remain.
Mr. Man,
Already
you
won.
say they not interview you.
Already won.
We know the interview.
Already so
They
far
will cause some
won.
part come out. This is part of argument. We are arguing about football. We are arguing Chelsea and Man U and Arsenal. So you don't have to tell me what I need to say. Sir, I need more interview.
No more interview. Thank you so much.
God bless.
I like the way you I like the way the defense.
Yes.
Even league cup you no get, league cup you no get.
Na no dey Europa. Na no dey Europa.
Okay, yes. You have the.
Ask that question.
He has the reality. You have the reality.
Yeah,
There's something you are saying that is good. So let us.
No, you have finished the interview.
Yeah.
Finish the interview.
You don't get to say you go to face me now. Don't interview now. You just
You don't know Arsenal, they always used to call Arsenal
He
outside.
doesn't want to hear the
Kopi Haram.
what is the meaning of copy haram in Hausa?
Kopi Haram.
What was the meaning of a copy haram?
Oga, you don't hear Kopi Haram.
What's the meaning of copy haram?
Arsenal.
What is the meaning of copy haram in Hausa?
Na forbidden for now.
I said 1982, we carry Champions League.
Go and call.
1950,
Abeg, come on.
we carry Europa.
3 year runners up.
We carry back to back. FA Cup, back to back 3 times.
See this one, Man U.
They interview us.
Your brother say make you forget and I never carry am.
This one game out.
By then, they don't born. This
This one game out.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how is family?
There are plenty.
How is work?
Work, no.
Sir, can we meet you?
Don't meet me. Oh.
No, we didn't start that thing.
Don't meet me. I go meet me.
Can we know you? Are you an engineer or a contractor?
A carpenter.
Wow, a carpenter. It's good to have a carpenter in our midst. Carpenter who?
Carpenter Ganigwe.
Oganigwe. Oganigwe, it's a pleasure meeting you. I can see you are touching something. What are you doing? What are you carpentering?
I'm carpentering an electric plug.
Wow, electric plug. So, what is the use?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You don't know.
I don't know.
So you are just carpentering it. You sure say you learn this work? Abi you?
You are Moringa Museke.
You just say you learn this work. It's okay. You sure say you learn this work?
I don't let that.
Now you get this shop. Abi na your oga. Hey. For where? I know they use them for anything. I want make me and you talk first before I buy anything here. I want make we talk.
Business.
Na business. Let me sit down. No. Madam, drop that thing. Come and hold. I want to answer a question.
And my face I no want.
No, your friend no go ever show. Give me the
It's not
card
my
box.
face is showing back. It's not showing.
You can never show.
It's not showing.
Open it. Na me and her go talk.
Just for your face.
Let
Like
us talk
seriously,
now.
it's not showing.
It's not showing. It
What
can
I'm
never
even
show.
doing service the wall.
What I want to ask you is this. The other last time we agreed that you give me test. So which one you will give me my test first? My start.
That's what your money is.
With my money.
I don't understand. I know they collect red paper.
This is not paper, it's money.
I know they collect red leather. No one.
Okay. About last month ago, I came here, I did not see you. That means you have not started, right? You were somewhere before you started this. Are you doing it? Are you running it for yourself or are you running for someone? Someone that is you like it, someone. Someone. And your sister. Your sister.
And you know, I keep your face down. I don't put your face with that.
Make she no put, don't worry.
I know they put her face.
Okay. Wow. How much for each plate? Or is it a plate you sell or per indomie?
Yeah, I sell a plate. 1 noodles and 2 egg.
Me too. This is mini, bro.
Yeah.
Mimi.
120
120
gram.
gram. What do you call it? The egg. How much?
It's 2 eggs, 400.
Wait.
2 eggs.
Wait. You mean 1 Mimi? 2 egg. How much? Wow! You are making here. Me. Jesus.
No, you
Jesus.
got participant. I beg.
It is only your face.
Wait, come. You dey talk something. Thank God, NEPA don't bring light. I don't bring your light. But how much are they selling this in the market?
One is 4,000.
One piece like issue.
Around 120.
Let's say it's 130.
130.
This is 70 naira. That is one what? 140 plus 130. That is 270 naira. And you are making 100 and
It's not possible.
How-
How about my kerosene, my oil, my
Yes.
green beans, my carrots, pepper, onions? How about that?
okay, let's all of them. Okay, you are making 50 nairas gain at the end of the day. Wow, this business is good. I would like to. If I start, like, how much do I need to start this kind of business? You
But
want
for instance, because
15,000 can open it for me. Like, I will buy umbrella
without it.
without umbrella. Just a carton of Indomie can start, a crate of egg can. Then I have stove at home. I use gas. Then I will have my frying pot. They are selling it 1,500 here. When I know. 1,500 naira. And green beans, these are the things I will be buying. Okay. Wow. Indeed. Nigerians are great. This is one for fast food. So far, so good. It's a pleasure meeting you. I am Uncle B.
Is that the name?
Auntie Indomie.
Okay, I
No,
am Auntie Noodles.
This is Uncle Bishop. Where is he?
Okay, I'm Rose.
AKA Prophet Nepo. Nepo.
I don't understand. My head still.
Let's go this way. I am Prophet Nepo. YouTube comment. This will prove to you that the man you are seeing is a prophet. Is a prophet. Is a prophet. Where sabi people dey?
Oh! Now you act this up now. Now you like look at me as the
Your face no dey. Na only your face I dey.
That is by the way. I want you to hear that name. Nepo. Yes, I am You know like that? It's funny, but so far it's a pleasure meeting you, Rose. Let's say I just finished having my breakfast. Maybe I'll come here for lunch. You get that? I'll give you 400 naira to support the business. There's nothing there. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Ma, I see how you record them. Why you no record her?
My siam.
Jeez. Gredon banking system.
Ask her how to create it.
Yeah, go there and go there. This is our auntie, the managing director of Gredon. Flashing, take over. Take over. Daniel, look at here. My baby, your face show and your shoe shine. Okay, Nam.
How are you?
Fine.
Hello. A Nigerian Peking man.
Nah, for sure.
You know anything will resemble cause something was there inside. No, they carry last.
Okay.
So, mommy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, my name is Mr. Flash. So, what's your name?
Gredon.
Gredon.
Wow.
Move
Gredon.
closer.
Let me know how come the name Gredon. And what's the meaning of Gredon?
Gredon is my first daughter named Grace and Dominion.
Wow.
So, you choose to use
Great
your
combination.
name. Okay. That means she bears the two names. Grace and Dominion.
Dominion Grace.
Oh, okay. Guys, you have two children.
Yes.
Yes, that's nice. So tell me, how lucrative is this business, like this POS business?
It's okay. Thank God it's at least moving. See people are coming and going.
Like, do you think there is any loss in it? There is no loss.
There's lost though.
If you are not careful.
If you are not careful.
Ross, you can
See my oga. Now my oga go this so nah. Artist now.
Capture Oga for
It's a pleasure meeting. Hey.
Go on white now.
Let them do their thing. Asao, your face show. Your face show. Don't worry now. I'll give you address. I know the Roger in the middle of work. So that's why they do. No, you know say in the Igbo say I don't know where you are. So when you walk under sun, you dey under somewhere and eat. And eat. Hey. My dear, good morning, dear. Oh, I don't know why you did not come when I was interviewed, so we can have one customer. Truly, he said as we are doing now, customer can't come here. We dey here throughout, oh no customer. Don't worry. We have what we call cut and join.
Okay.
Mm. This is our customer.
Okay.
How do you see her food?
Very delicious.
Delicious.
Yes.
So she sabi cook.
Very well.
So automatically you are trying to tell me that I should divorce my wife and mother because she's a wife material.
Jesus. That one. I can't say that. I can't say that one.
Yes, I'm trying to come here and buy something so that what I'm trying to say is that if I buy something and eat anything here, automatically her food will supersede my.
Your wife's food.
Mm.
No, I can't say.
You are facing camera. You are trying to tell people that her food is not
No,
sweet.
it's sweet now, but we can't.
So
compare.
people can come here, go.
Very well, very well.
What is the name of this company itself?
This is Tommy's Aim Kitchen.
Comic.
Tommy.
Okay,
Tommy's Aim
Tommy's M.
Kitchen.
Wow. Tommy's M.
The best fast food kitchen in the world.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great. Indeed, while looking at her face, you can even eat credit here.
Like serious.
You will finish your bank. In short, let me say whether I have my ATM card. You can eat and eat and eat and forget that
As if we
you have.
POS here, you can't do
As if you people are just people just plan it. You have POS. If you eat,
Yes,
the
you
thing
can
finish.
withdraw.
You withdraw and eat again.
Exactly.
Yes, you people are doing a combined business.
Yes.
It's okay. Back to business.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about the lost.
Sorry, I had to give her the opportunity to do her business as well. Now we're back to the interview. So, man, talking about the loss, you said you can lose in the business.
Yes.
So let me know the reasons. What you would do that might bring the loss.
Maybe you transact a business and you withdraw money from somebody's account. At the end of the day, maybe after the person has left, the network rejects the money
And reverse it back.
to the person's account. So you as a POS owner or the manager, you have lost in that
So
area.
what do you think is the remedy when one such thing happens or occurs?
The remedy is just to leave it for God, because we don't know people that come to withdraw. So there is nothing you can do to it, because bank can't reverse it for you.
So what do you think you should do to prevent something not to happen?
The only thing we can do to prevent it is keeping of records and phone numbers of those coming to make transaction, which we know not everybody that will drop their phone numbers. So if people can be keeping their numbers for in case things like this may come up, so those that have got arts will refund your money. That's it.
Keeping the phone numbers, and they said some would not agree to keep their phone numbers. That those ones that won't agree to keep their phone numbers, they just take the risk and let the loss be on you. It's okay, it's a nice one. So how much can one start this business with?
At least 50K.
50K. So after 50K, how much profit do you think?
It depends on your sales.
Sales,
Depends on your sales.
Okay, let's say you sell 50K in a week.
In a week,
It's too poor.
it's not that it's too poor. It depends on the area you are. Like this area now, POS are much. You understand? But even with that, you can't. If you sell 50K in a week, your gain will not be at least 2,000-3,000. Depends on the sales. Not with 50,000.
Every week. That means, I don't know, to me I would say it's too poor because I can't engage in such business. I will do every week. I will get
And you can make more than that.
2,000.
You
I know,
can
I
do
know.
more than that.
I know. So
You can also do more than that. Yeah. Shall I give you receipt? No, it's just successful. See, check your bank account. See, successful. Which bank do they use? GT. Check your bank account. See, you can see one of the challenges. People come to deposit money at the end of the day, come back and say the money is not there. These are part of the challenges we face.
what advice do you have for your fellow POS business?
Just keep moving, because one thing with business, if you fall, you rise again. So just keep moving and trusting in God, because with God everything is possible. So it is only God that will make everything to go smoothly for you. So don't give up.
Thank you for, at least you've seen she's aired her own opinion and advice our fellow peers, business engagers. They should go on and never fall back on feedback despite whatever that happens. So thank you for working with us. Shall proceed to another level.
Yeah, you. Now. Yambiu. Mudu. Deribiu. Akwai like this. Now this one how much? That's in.
Me na the dirty way go still do, na they worry me. Definitely. That one for sure go sit down for ground.
What is the name? Ask am the name. What is the name? Mesuna. Mesunai. You never play Mesuna E. Kuli. Okay, this is what we call Kuli. Kuli. Is it Kuli? We say Kuli, not be Kuli. I don't know why I can't they like you.
I face them. And then they say Kuli, no be they say Kuli.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, your girl Fina again, and today I'll be doing something completely, let's say different, but actually exciting, because today I'll be interviewing the head chef and let's say the CEO of Cops Restaurant.
Yeah, Mr. Cops.
Yes.
Not a restaurant.
Oh, okay, Mr. Cops. Wow, I always thought it was a restaurant. Yeah, but thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be interviewing the head chef and the CEO of Mr. Cops Bistro. I got it right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so thank you once more for being on our channel. Thank you so much for giving us the time to have this conversation, because I feel like it's going to be interesting and it's going to be insightful who actually wants to venture into the restaurant business.
Yeah.
So when I heard Mr. Cops, the first thing that came to my mind, okay, is that the real name of the person? Is that an acronym? Because I wanted to know, like, the Mr. Cops, is it like that's your real name?
Okay, no. Mr. Cops is the name I just derived.
Oh, okay.
My name is always Oracle.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nothing close to Mr. Cops.
It's okay.
I've just been fascinated about the world of mixologists, Christian mixology. So I just wanted everything that has to do with the cup. Yes, so
now I get
yeah,
the
everything has to do with the
inspiration
cup,
behind
drinks and whatever that has to do with the cup. So I just wanted it to like the cups.
Okay, so you choosing that name was because you like to mix drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not an alcoholic, so I drink, but I know my limits.
No, that was what I was driving. I was like, okay, you choosing cups because it's a unique name and was derived based on the fact that you like to mix, like you're a creative person, you mix like different drinks and then come up with something good. So that is actually nice. Now that I'm thinking about how the name came about. Okay, so you going into the whole bistro business, food business, what was like, let me just go down my way, because I like to ask what men go into this business. The part of this world always feels like it's more of a woman's job. So when I see a guy that cooks, I like to know what was the drive, what like actually put you into that business.
Okay, first off, I would want to say it's more of a women's word. I think I kind of support the feminists to a certain level. So let's give everybody a room. It's a word for the men, it's a word for the women to most of the top chairs are guys, yeah. So actually I was drinking because most times I just enjoy cooking on my own. I don't have sisters. I don't have any sisters, so just guys in our house, yeah. We love to cook. It's just a thing. Surviving. That's the first thing.
Like a survivor skill, then mix of
yeah.
guys. Oh, okay.
So, you know, mom is there most of the time, so we're always in the kitchen. There was no girl to help.
Like I said, there was no girls, so you guys had to cook.
Yeah.
And then you found yourself falling in love with the cooking thing.
Yeah, it was the cooking thing.
So if there was a girl, would you still cook?
I think I would still cook. Because most of the time, I'm fascinated by what I see online.
Okay.
And I think cooking for me most times has been mainly on my own. You know, I get to see things when I try to
and then you create them. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, that's nice. So this food business, I think it's a competitive one. I don't know about KD, but in KD, are you like struggling to find your place, or Mr. Cops is like here to say your brand is unique and you don't have anybody to compete with because of the unique nature of your own brand?
I think Mr. Cops is unique, but I wouldn't say there's no competition. We get because it's unique in the sense that what we do is entirely different. You know, I remember bringing on my stuff to the internet, Instagram, Twitter, the love I got from there and everything. Part of the reason why I'm like, no matter what, no matter how far we grew, we're always going to be in Canada because the showed us massive love we get. Cocktail was not really that popular on the side of the north, the side of the states, you know, Kaduna, particular. When we go to Abuja here, you get to meet cocktails a lot. That's a lot. But in Kaduna here, very few places you could get a service, which I thought was to bring, you know, introduce this, because like this is crafts and arts. And I really love everything that has to do with that because I'm an artist and I'm an architect.
Yeah, so you like to recreate, construct.
This is also our thing, you know, because I am very passionate about that. So, you know, coming online, bringing everything that we have to, you know, the knowledge I've learned, you know, bringing it to reality, the love and everything, give us more inspiration. And okay, yeah, this stuff is unique. A lot of people come, try the stuff.
They like
it. They like it. Coming from the names already of the cocktails.
I was about to get to that. I was like, when I went through your menu, I saw like some names that were literally mind blowing. And I was like, I have to ask, how did you come about those names? Like, when you made this drink, what made you pick this drink as this name and this drink as this name? Like, how did you come about that? What was the inspiration?
Well, cocktails have been everything from the late 80s, 90s, back then, you can take it as back as wherever. These names actually, I didn't create the cocktails name, they have been existing, you know, right from the beginning. Different inspiration gave different reasons to create cocktails. So, you know, I just selected the few ones I felt was interesting.
Yeah, and the name.
Not popular actually, but interesting. And I'm not a boring person, so I just like to put stuff that, okay, people like, what's this? Well, it's rated 18, so.
Indeed, it's rated 18. Those names are not.
So why would I want to put a clean name when alcohol is 18 and over? Everyone should have the consent to understand what that means. So let's give them the name.
So I want you to call it a name and tell me this particular drink. It felt so. That was why I thought. Or are you saying you just recreate other people's drinks and then serve it to your customers? Or you create them by yourself and name them?
No. For the cocktails, people don't get to know the difference between those. There are cocktails and there are mocktails. Yes, cocktails are alcoholic drinks, and mocktails are non-alcoholic drinks. But they look like the cocktails. Yeah, the presentations are like the same.
Something like Chapman falls under mocktail.
Yeah, Chapman falls under the mocktail category because it's non-alcoholic. But once you just put a little vodka in it, and it turns to a cocktail. Switches. So you say you wanted to call the name.
I want a name because that name. I want to hear the name.
Okay. Let's go with the rough Sex on the Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Sex on the Beach is popular around a lot of places.
Yeah, it's a popular name.
Yeah. But I feel like, okay, Sex on the Beach is just known everywhere. Let's give it a kick. So I had to come up with raw Sex on the Beach, which some bars incorporate that too, and it's not like I created that personally.
Okay.
So all the cocktails on my list, I didn't create them on my own.
They're not original.
Yeah,
they're not like
my,
you watching other people's own and making yours.
When you go to bartending school, you've been taught there are like thousands of cocktails, so you just have to pick the ones you know, plus availability of materials around your locality. Yeah, you can't pick a drink. There's some drinks that I really want to make my favorite cocktails, but is Kaduna.
You can find those materials
are like difficult, you know, so we have to just work and get around. So Sex on the Beach is a stronger version of Sex on the Beach. It's just stronger. Some people want something strong, some people want something mild, something. So Sex on the Beach just works for it.
Yeah, Danny.
That's be rough.
That's actually very exciting. The fact that you're working to put this brand and on the map in KD, because me having to come here, there are not very many people do this, which is actually exciting me. The fact that I grew up in this town even makes me want to like put KD on the map, like let people know that okay, this thing is actually happening, but you don't know where to get them. Because I feel like people have this generalization that oh, KD doesn't have a lot of things, KD doesn't have this, doesn't have that,
and you know. There was a time that Kelly was really springing up in terms of civilization of all this stuff, you know, modern things coming in. And I think the crisis caused a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, people ran away.
A lot of people, a lot of investors took it in the south. As we are right now, you do get requests from Instagram, Twitter, people saying, why not come down to Abuja, why not come down to Lagos? They say, okay, Canada does not deserve this. And like, no, everybody deserves good stuff. Like that. But I feel like there's potential in Canada. Just that the people, once there's something that's lacking, there's a business there, you know, when you provide the services. So I think Canada works for it.
And then you're working on getting your brand expanded in other places. So you having to start here, you have plans of having branches in other states?
Yeah, definitely. I don't plan on stopping here. You know, I really want to expand as far as anything as soon as I'm competing with top brands like Cold Stone or those, you know, you should go on the Nigerian furnace, the stock market, you understand. We should go as far as everyone having. Actually, that's one of the reasons my name went as KOPS, not CUPS. Because when I was like, okay, I had this thing, let's do this in a course. I went online searching and I saw someone that really had something like that. CUPS.
So you wanted to
so I didn't just, and it's not in Nigeria, but I'm not gone ahead, but like, I imagine this going as far as going outside South Africa, you know, becoming like a top brand.
So you want to start having that competing issues when your business.
And I said, those things different. And KOPS, like the derivation of CUPS, it's in the dictionary, so.
Okay, so let's go to your food now. Your food, like aside from the cocktails, what else can I get at Mr. Cobb's Bistro?
Okay, Mr. Cobb's, you can get our pancakes. You know, our food options it's not very vast. That's why I'm kind of calling it. That's why I gave it bistro.
Like a restaurant.
It's more like a restaurant, but you know, bistro will give you the restaurant vibes.
Oh, but not actually.
It will give you the restaurant in terms of food presentation and plating. We give you the restaurant vibes. People enjoy, you know, just seeing what we serve. They want to come around. And also, but we don't give you that restaurant price. We try to make it.
I don't understand. The quote.
A-class restaurant price. A-class
okay, now I get it. No.
Yeah, you know, restaurant food due to the chef and everything. You know, you're going for, you know, not just to dine, the ambience and everything there. So I think we let the part of growth according to our sizes. So, you know, I work with the name bistro, so it should be something homemade. You know, if you check the dictionary meaning of bistro. Yeah, it's more like a restaurant, but not a full restaurant. Yeah.
But moving forward, do you intend to like expand more than what it is now? Do you want to like make it like a full restaurant that has all the varieties of meals on it, or are you going to like focus on you having just the mixing thing and just drinks?
I'm looking at expanding, but not in terms of having varieties of things on the menu. I think I am a kind of person that I like to work with few things and
Like
do
keep
it
it the
very
best.
well, keep
Yes.
it very best.
It's not about having everything on the table.
Yeah,
and
so
then-
I just want it to be like how you have McDonald's now. Like whenever you hear McDonald's, you know you're going to have McDonald's burger, and then you have KFC. Like the chickens are like that.
Oh, okay.
You understand? You know they have other things on the menu, but they are known for
nothing stands
something.
out.
Yeah. And you don't go to KFC to see them because they are now in Nigeria. You don't see them doing amala or fufu, just blend into the culture. No, I think I'll have a comprehensive menu which should stand out.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm looking at Mr. Cost going as the franchise.
Okay.
So, that's the way we want to expand, give people one day. And sometimes, the best way is to franchise. So, that's why I said we're looking at guests as our competition. So definitely, the menu, I'm looking at it as going to expand, but there's a limit to everything. I'm not trying to introduce fufu
and all that. So you just want to work with a small menu, but give it the best.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of franchise. I wouldn't want to use any particular brand as example, but you wanting to have people use the franchise name and then give you that same Mr. Cup brand. How do you intend to monitor it? Well, we're talking future now. How do you intend to ensure that brand Shun is giving you the same thing, brands in Lagos are giving you the same thing? How do you intend to manage it?
Well, that's why we started here.
Okay.
We're not in a haste to jump into the whole conclusion and not really it's about money for me. No, I think it's very personal to me.
Okay.
So I'm taking my time, reading up on system, using here as an example, setting up a good system here. I think when we do, introduce people into the business, and that's why maybe people call me Mr. Cobb. They're like, no, Mr. Cobb, the brand is Mr. Cobb.
Okay, now.
You understand? I am just trying to examine myself because I'm already picturing the business somewhere else. Yeah, I'm going to be a lot of people into it, people putting here, people investing. So I think all of them should be given that room that they are all Mr. Cobb. So right now, in terms of franchise, we're just taking our time.
One step after
after another, taking our time to set up a good system, so we don't take the same mistake as other people did, possibly fall later. So we're not taking our time for now.
I like to ask this question: if you were a chef, what will you be?
An architect.
Oh.
I am already. So I still practice. So
aside. But food
if I wasn't going to be a chef, that's hard to you only need food. So I'll still do the chef thing at home, but I think I'll be an architect and I'll be an artist. I draw, I paint.
Oh wow,
so that's the song.
You have so much. You have a backup plan aside.
There's a lot. There's lots in mind. Nigeria makes you have a lot in mind.
You have to. You definitely have to have a backup plan. You can't just because. And me, I won't talk about myself, but I studied mass communication. But I still have all the things I do.
Yeah, this is like mass communication too.
Because
I'm communicating to the masses.
But because I appreciate the fact that Nigeria makes you learn other things, even though it's not what it's supposed to be, but it helps.
Yeah.
You understand? So imagine if you had just focused on architecture and didn't learn how to cook. You probably will not be getting the whole love you're getting from this. Just like how you're appreciated for this your craft and not the other one. So it's actually nice to know that. A backup plan. Also
you need to. It's urgent to kill. You need to have that.
So Mr. Cobbs here doesn't want me to call it. Okay, Elvis here.
Yeah, Elvis. This is Mr. Cobbs.
Okay, so
I'm Elvis.
It's so nice to have you. I had I would like to say insightful conversation with you. I feel like a lot of people don't know. Like me, I had a plan of going to restaurant business. But one thing I didn't know was how do I start? And that's the question people want to know. How, for example, now I want to go to the restaurant. How do I start? What's the first thing I need to know? Or what are the first things I need to have around? What are the things, for someone that is watching you and wants to know how to go into the business, how does the person start?
Okay. First of all, let me use myself as an example because I think I started from a very low point. In the sense, I feel like I had a capital and I think I had a passion for it already. So I really wanted to have a restaurant of my own. I was passionate about food. Something online like
you just create.
Yeah. So first of all, I think you need to have that passion for what you want to do. You need to have a drive that because there are going to be like difficult things. So I think once you meet those challenges, it's to drive, it's a passion of
the fact that you're in
love with that, and you want to see this through, that's to break through that ice. So that you need to have that first. But you need to have the passion for it, and the drive for it. Then secondly, start what you have.
So just don't wait till you're like so big, you have 1 million
naira. Yeah, don't wait till this is small. So I can imagine myself later on how far would have gone and be like, oh, how come you like I said what I had, you understand? So it's not what you have. You understand? I barely started with just a blender and like a small spot. You understand? Just because as small as something like this, it's not as big as this. Yeah, and this whole space was so empty. There was I had a little counter, mobile stand, and I just usually pray like God just give me 2 customers a day. I think I'll pay my rent, 2 customers a day. Because I started with that. From that, they developed the drinks, the smoothies, the cocktails, and the more the demands, the more I improve. So it's like for me, okay, what's something to munch on, and we drive into the pancake, We just started from little bit. So I think my two principles are have a drive. Start whatever you have. And I'm like a person that my principles are like once you have a goal, once there's a will, there's always a will. Yeah. So let's say like will makes a way. So once you have a will for it, there's always a way.
Okay, so passion first. If you don't have passion, don't go into it.
Yeah, you don't have passion.
Because it's before
your tomato is spoiled. You buy fruits, you don't get to sell it.
And then some days you might not even have customers at all, and then you're like, okay, after I finish making this. So if you don't have passion, ask yourself, do I love to cook? That's literally the question.
Yeah.
So
those times when you're not having loss, it's the passion that the passion for it that will keep you training because you just and some people don't even how to put it. Once you have the passion, you won't be willing to try new things. Because you won't be just willing to let's go to the market and buy this expensive.
Like, what will I waste money
for? What will I waste money for it? But it's more like, let's do this thing to like see how it comes out. So that person is kicking that moment. And when like you don't get to have customers a day, someone you're not starting, you're barely starting, and people don't really working, you're like, okay, drive, you have a vision for this.
You know that you get better.
Once the taste of stuff, like how this stuff is really good. So it keeps you motivated. And once you cross that stone, you understand. You can't go back. Because when you have that bad days, you kind of reflect back on all the stuff. And like, okay, this kept me through. So I think the passion is the thing for me. You need to be passionate about what you do. Don't stop at anything. Start what you ever have. At least as it is, just get to business.
Use what you have. That's a very valid. It's not about food. Like generally in life. Start with what you have because I think people just get frustrated because when you start and then you don't see nobody's motivating you or nobody is literally supporting you, feel like maybe this is not the line I'm supposed to go through. And then you go like from your story now.
I think some people that go through that, I think one thing they like is vision. Once you have a vision, you have the picture, you painted the picture in your head. This is where it is. This is what you want to have.
How big it will be in the future.
How big it's going to be. You can't stop. There's a thing that I didn't come this far to just end this way. I can't stop here. I came this far not to just be here. I need to go further. So I'm the kind of person that I believe that's what start what you have. Even the person that sells petrol on the street, the bigger passion of it is owning filling station.
True.
Even the shoemaker or the shoe shiner can be Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
Every craft has a higher point in life. So this can go anywhere.
So you just have to
just have the picture in your head. This is the bigger picture you're going to get here. This is what you want to do.
So like in your mind now, we're picturing your bigger picture. Like who's the person that you're picturing and like in the nearest picture, this is the person I would like to be like. Is that like a name or Colonnade.
Elon Musk, the guy shaking tables.
Everybody, I feel like every business is the motivation is derived from Elon Musk right now.
I think he has, when you have seen a lot of things in life and your next fantasy is that let's go to space. You have seen everything on
space. You're tired of everything, you're looking at another dimension again.
Yeah.
So you have conquered everything on Earth and then you're looking for So that's actually nice. I think we're done now. Yeah? So thank you very much. I had like a very insightful conversation with Elvis. I'm trying not to call you because now we're looking at the brand as a very, very massive brand now. We're looking at you having other investors and then having like a round table with people saying all of us are all on this brand. So we enjoyed every bit of this conversation and I feel like people who have been wondering how do I get answers to this question just from what you've said have learned one or two things. So is there anything you want to say to the fans? Maybe there might be some fans that are like, oh God, this guy, you're my motivation. You're motivated by Elon Musk. Like there might be people that you might just give them one or two words so that they know that okay.
To everyone that has actually, because I know everyone I'm saying this to is people that have actually motivated me, the love and the support. Thank you very much, and just like I said earlier, whatever you have in mind to do, just have a bigger picture of this. Like I said, even the shoe, the cobbler can be Louis Vuitton.
True.
Every craft has the end point. So whatever you're doing, just stick to it. Have a bigger picture. Have your drive. Push it through any circumstance, any challenges. Just have your drive and stay focused. Start what you have. You don't have to wait to have that millions. Start with 10, with 1K you have. Start saving. That's like start saving.
True.
So that's like starting what you have. Once you have something to buy, what equipment, get it, and just start whatever you're doing.
So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Phoenix TV for more amazing content. Till next time, guys. Bye.
Action.
Yeah, welcome to the day of question and answer and argument and talk of the day. Most of the times people wish to discuss something about relationship, like how you manage your ex, your present, your blah 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 into a relationship. Now let's trash it out. Maybe let's start by you. Before starting, my name is MC Flashy, and behind me here is
Chris. I'm Alex.
Okay, so we are here to talk about relationship. Okay, so Bruce, tell me about your relationship life. Like me, and I'm single. You understand? I'm single, searching. I could hear when my boss here was asking you to be his anonogo. You understand? But he said you're still thinking. But how far? I don't understand. Do you accept your thinking?
She's still thinking. She don't. Maybe she's taking her time because she don't know me.
I don't know anything about you. Besides, it's today I met you.
Really?
Yes. That's why I cannot even say anything for now.
Okay. But at least sometimes they say love is blind
and love at first sight.
And love at first sight. So sometimes it might not be how long you met up with somebody, but it is how well you met up, you stayed with the person. So, okay, let me take you back. In late 60s, then there was nothing like this gadget, like phone, like Facebook and the rest of it. You will find out that parents arrange marriages for their children. Even it still happens even in Islamic worlds. In India, you get it. In Pakistan, you get it.
So yes, their parents arrange marriage.
Even here in Nigeria, it happens.
That's why I say it's not.
And what would be the reaction of the both couple without knowing each other, without like the man approaching the girl? Maybe your parents will come off. Baby, you're going to marry with this.
Okay, I will take you for example. I came across a family. They are around my area. The lady, her marriage was fixed because she never knew her husband. It was somebody that connected the both of them, and this is how it is. I know my childhood friend Uche. She got married to an Air Force officer, which they are living happily. That's why I told you it is not all about the years you spend in a relationship, because even years of a relationship can later break down even in marriage. So it is how well everything goes. It is the understanding, it is the love, it is how you guys are connected to everything. You might see somebody now, okay, you might spend just within 24 hours with somebody, you find out that you love that person more than even beyond. So that is how it is. So I've come across this movie, Quite Alright. I think I've forgotten the name. The movie, they both of them, they met inside the train, and they spent the whole night together and they fell in love. The guy went back to US, the lady was in France. So but before the guy left, he told her to come meet him at the train station, but she lost her grandma. It was after some certain years the guy came back, and the guy wrote a book about the relationship. It was later on the guy got married. I think his wife later died, or he separated with the wife, and her husband later died. But they later came back together because of the connection they had years back. It happens. You will find out that two people are in love with each other. Maybe they later did not end up, and something, fate later brings them back together. It happens. So that's why I was telling you, what I was telling you. I told you, okay, you should not think about it. You should learn what you do. Maybe you should think, but what you should do, you get to find out the kind of person that I am. If I'm that kind of bad person, if I'm this kind of guy that maybe does things that you don't, you know, that relationship, what I get to understand about relationship is that relationship, if a guy and a lady is in a relationship, now the guy completely takes away some things, the girl takes away some things, and you find out that both of them are bonded and they are blended. So it's not something that is do or die, quite alright. So that is what I'm saying about relationship. Relationship is not how long, but it's how well it is. If you both can be able to support each other.
But that's not something of one.
It is not. It can start off. It starts. Okay. How many? It took within a second that I met you, right? Now it takes a second to meet up with somebody, right? It takes a minute to know that person, right? And it takes an hour and a lifetime to be with the person. So everything starts up within a space of second, not even a day.
Okay. You don't expect me to just know somebody for the first time. That you expect me to develop feelings.
It's because of the world we are in. That's why I told you.
It's on your own. You just met me. You develop that feelings that you like me. You want to be like close to me. You want us to start up something, right? Yeah. Why I'm here to be saying I don't know much about you. I only met you for the first day.
Okay. Let's take for example now. This man here is in the UK. Maybe he's outside the country. Now, he has never seen you. They only sent him pictures of you. He don't know anything about you. So, and he said, okay, he wants to marry maybe from Nigeria here. You don't expect him to just come back and start having that time to be in a relationship. It won't work. Because he knows that if the person that arranged the marriage between, or the person that have seen you for him, said maybe you're perfect, it means you're perfect for him.
But you know, at times such marriage doesn't last.
It lasts.
Not all. That's why I say such.
That's why I'm telling you, it lasts. If you want, I can take you to the family. The lady has never seen the man. I can take you. They are both. I have seen much of it. It lasts. Okay, let's take for example the Muslims. We find out that a lady has never seen a guy, or the guy has never seen a lady, but it is because of the relationship of their both parents. You find out that at the end they become the best couples. It happens. It happens. So that's why sometimes they say too much of everything is bad, you know. Too much of everything is bad. Because now we are with the pamper. Now you will find out everything they crash like me. That is the real truth, because you don't know somebody's character in one day, even in a lifetime. That is how it is. But that's why I told you, for a relationship to work, you need to take away some certain things. The guy needs to take away maybe the guy needs to take away maybe the guy needs to take away maybe his bad character, maybe the things you said you don't want about him. The lady needs to, it's just to blend the both of you. Someone cannot just change in one day. It takes time and it takes process for someone to change. So that is how it is. So for me now, coming up to like you, you might not know the reason why I like you. Officially, it's not all about beauty, because they say beauty is always in the eyes of the beholder. So now, me liking you might not be because of your beautiful. It might not be because of your tall, maybe your fair. It might be maybe I just came in and I saw connection. That the connection, maybe like, let's say there is something that attracts me to you. It happens. It happens. So if you should check out the life of so many people, you find out that sometimes you get to understand that even those ones that spend time in relationship, it often crash even in marriage. It often crash even in marriage. So it is in this our generation, it is in this our era that you find out that relationship takes up to 5 years. It takes up to 5 years, and later it crashes. Yes. So you want to tell me that you want to be in a relationship for 5 years, you've not understood the person you're going out there. Just look at how marriages crash, relationship crashes. These days you find out a lady saying maybe that her heart has been broken for more than once, more than twice, but the time you keep avoiding to be in a relationship is the time that the person that is supposed to be with you, maybe the person that is supposed to be the right person, like we call it, might be in your front. You might not be seeing the person. That is how it is. So relationship is not something that you need long or much time in, because it's just like book or studying. You have to know the person you're with. You have to look at the person. You have to know the kind of character he or she exhibits. You have to know what he loves, what he don't. You have to know if the person is from a violent home, because sometimes violent home brings side effects in relationship. That's why you see that a guy hitting a woman hitting a lady, being so violent to the extent of picking up weapon to defend herself, is a result of a bad home. So sometimes we don't need longer relationship in it. Sometimes we don't need. I've seen a friend, Mike. I've seen a friend. He met her, I think, on Facebook. They just got for about 6 months ago. About Mike got married and he is very happy. So that is how it is. Relationship. The problem is just to meet up. It's just to start up. And you would get to know where it's going to end up. That is what is there. So sorry I took much of the time. So I believe I'm making sense.
Yeah, you're making sense. You're on point. I believe you've heard all you said. It's not left for you to understand if you believe in love at first sight.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay, can you just give us reasons of why you don't believe in love at first sight?
To me, it always look as if that lady is cheap.
That's what you guys normally
To
can
me.
do. But wait, that is not. Yeah, we don't reason it that way.
There are a lot of guys out there that are behaving like that now. They will just see a lady for the first time, okay, approaching her. She later accepted. Yes, let's go into this relationship. Within a couple of, let me just say, days, maybe you took advantage of her. That's calling it love. Yes, I love this person loves me. Okay. Due to the way we are together now, he have opened up his heart to me, and I accepted. Okay, let's go. We continue from today, tomorrow, the next thing, let's meet at my house or so place. We left, we went there, all of a sudden. True, let me just leave it in the nature of the way people were talking, discussion, it leads to all this romance or whatever. From there, it developed to sex or whatever. After then, the guy will be like, I don't want this girl anymore. I don't want to move on with this relationship. Okay, tell me how that girl will be feeling. Okay, the next person will still come again. The same process. I met this person for the first day. Tell me this lady will still go into such relationship.
Okay.
she'll be like, the first one ended up this way. I wouldn't want to involve myself in such anymore.
Okay, can I comment into this? At the first place, for you to go into a relationship, you must be mature-minded. I have to tell people. You don't just go into a relationship because you're seeing your friends are going into a relationship. No. You have to take time. Relationship, you have to take time. I used to tell people, you need to take your time. Even if it takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years, for you to sit and look at your previous relationship. What is there? Okay, I know that most guys thereabout these days, people you will not say that they are taking advantage of a lady quite in these days, because even the lady herself, most of them, they come out for fun.
Yes.
And you find out that it is
because of their character.
People that are not yet matured that are coming out from relationships. Relationship is not meant for babies. I used to tell people,
it's actually meant for those that are ready to get
I used to tell people, it's not that you've grown in age that makes you mature. No. There are people that are maybe 24, 25 and they are well equipped.
Sense of reason.
They are well stable in terms of thinking than people that are even up to 30. I used to tell people, you find that in this generation, the ones that claims they are hot is from 16 to 18. Now from 20 to 22, you find that they are doing big girls. Before you find out even what is happening, they are even way above the age. Now you find out that the people that are even 30 years are behaving like babies for ladies. Now I told somebody that it is where you're dressed. The way you're dressed, that is where you be addressed. You cannot come out now as a guy now. Maybe this guy now, you came out and you saw somebody dressing half naked, showing off her tummy. You wouldn't want to tell me you want to take her serious. You cannot take her serious. Now maybe I'm seeing you're half naked. Will I take you serious? I can't take you serious. Because one, I know maybe you might be, let's say they call it cheap.
But you know some men,
but sometimes it's
aspect of they love that way of dressing.
Should I tell you that even the lady themselves, they love material things? That is why they are easily captured. Because the men, they've seen that you like material things. Okay, I can be able to afford this. Why not use what I have to get what I want? That is what is there. Okay, for the lady to look good, she might have done so many things for her to look that way she's looking. I know so many ladies of this generation that, or maybe this our time, that they go out at night, they sleep with a guy and they give them 5,000 naira. They use the 5,000 naira to go and get another clothes, coming back to show the guy, and the guy will still collect the change out of sleeping with them. Still, you want to tell me? That's what I'm telling you. Girls these days, you don't call it that you're coming at love at first sight. That one is not love at first sight. A guy that genuinely loves you would not take advantage of you because you opened your leg. He would not even talk, he wouldn't look at you even if he is in need of it.
Even the more he makes love with you, the more the love grows.
So there are relationships, there are some relationship maturity you need even to make the love, to get connection, bonded. But there are some relationship that you do not, because at the end the guy may end up hating you or you may end up hating the guy. That is how it is. These days you find out that it's only 2 or 3% of ladies that are now serious to go into serious things. But you find out that even at that, you find out that young men take advantage of it. And that is why you see at every given time, you find out that you see ladies, I don't want to go into a relationship. But your time, most of us, we take things too complicated. I used to tell my friends, I say, if you want to go into a relationship, even tell God about it, because sometimes you need to speak about it in the front of God. It should not hide anything from God. Tell God, this is the kind of guy that I want, this is the kind of person I want, this. He would come. But sometimes you look, if you're up to the age of having a relationship, it is not a sin. It is not a sin, because I used to know that I used to pray, God, I need this kind. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. We are all human beings. You might meet up with a person, yeah, some things might come out like sex. It is there. It is there. So that is how it is. For you to do some certain things, sometimes you need at least to tell God, this is the kind of man I am with, I want to be with. This is the kind of person I want, because it is what he hears you say, that is what he will go for. So majority of ladies, everything now, everything that people do these days is for fun. I see it for fun. So many people want to play game, girls want to play game. At the end, they get robbed, because I call it robbed. The guy uses advantage on them. The girl uses advantage on the guy just for her to get so-called what she wants. A lady can go as far as opening her legs just to get an iPhone. Yes. It happens.
Even something that's not up to iPhone.
Just money.
Ice cream.
I've seen this
Ice cream,
this type of dress. I want to wear it. Where will I have this money from?
Okay. You're saying what we're saying here. So most ladies these days, they don't want to go into relationship. They just want where they will get those flashy things. They believe that life is all about flashy things. But before you know, age is nothing but number. But time comes, the skin fades. And what you think you have now, it will surely wrinkle and fall down. So that the time you have, build up a relationship, because if you're giving the guy the impression of you, that at any time he can have you, he would easily take you out. He will just throw you away, because you have nothing more to give as a lady. Now, a lady that have something to offer, I have seen and I've known. She comes in advice. I've seen a lady that prays for her guy. She will call, babe, God will bless you. You will go far. This is ideas. A man would not want to lose such a lady. There is no man that would want to lose such a lady. Okay, now telling me now that maybe the guy, maybe the girl now, she's giving him, okay, babe, what do you want to do? Let's have an idea of what you want to do. Okay, let me see if I can assist you. Okay, this is what the guy brings his idea. They both share ideas together. Maybe she don't have much. She don't have much. A lady that can easily get a little thing for a guy, the guy hardly leaves that lady. But you find out, I'm not getting it to our give and I open my leg if I give a man. I don't do the thing that I even finish now at least. But the same thing you're giving him, any other lady can also give to you.
Yes.
But the ideas of you that you impact in it, something that is impacted in somebody hardly goes on. So I've met a lady, I myself, that prays often, that a guy does not even have a phone. She got the phone. I've met a lady that impacts, that she will just call you. She will start praying for you. That is the kind of lady. Men need support. It is not someone that can be a liability. You cannot come to a guy because of liability, with your liability. I've seen most lady of this generation, they marry a man because of sacrifice for their family, not because they love the guy. Yes. And you find out that those kind of marriages last even than those ones that claim they love each other. Because with time, she will genuinely love the guy. That is it. So, relationship, it is not how long you've been in a relationship, it's how well you're lasting in it. There are people that, I'm still telling you, okay, there are people, the way a lady would walk in the street, there are people that says, and there is somebody that might come, because before I used to know that before a man gets married to a lady, you find out that he will go and he will ask questions. Okay, what is the testimony behind if you're not there? What would people say about you? What would people tell people about you? So that is one of those things. So if, to me, I know I stayed long, I have stayed long. I stayed longer, even when I knew that my friends had relationships, I stayed sat back. I pray, I gave God this design of the lady I want. this is the kind of person I want. I'm giving you the testimony of it. And later on, I got the kind of person that I'm asking God. Why? Because of the patience is there. Even guys, they fear oasis. The patience is there. The right person would come. You might even see the person man in the dream before you even meet up with the person. That is how it is. So I used to say relationship is not something that is bad, but how are you putting it up to God? That is how it is. Because if you're doing it on your own, you at the end keep on having heartbreaks upon heartbreak upon heartbreak upon heartbreak. At the end, man, the person you got to keep house. That is how it is. So
come become another problem.
That is my own point of view of it. So I don't know if all I'm saying is right to you. So that is all I know I can say about it.
Actually, you tried, and me, I'm in support of you. But girls, you know their life. I don't know if you've changed her mind.
I've not
or she's still
changed
stood
my
there.
mind.
Because to me,
bits I've changed my mind, but not all. There are some parts that everything you are saying, you cannot say it's the lady always.
It is not the lady. I told you.
Yes, you give examples, right? But the problem here is that the way the world is saying it, always the blames are on ladies.
That is why I said, for a lady to come into a relationship, men of this generation does not want liability. A man, a well-structured man, cannot marry a liability.
Sorry, excuse me, let me cut off something. You see, one problem, it might not be the lady having problem. I'm always saying this. She might be, oh, I want to be helping this my husband, or this person I'm in a relationship with. I want to be doing something to be in support of whatever he's doing, so that if tomorrow we'll be together, at least the family will be moving well. But the family of that lady will be like, Kai, this is my daughter, I don't want her to go through stress. Going to school or not, I put her through school or laying off work or whatever. I want a wealthy somebody to come and marry her. And going to her husband's house, it shouldn't be stress for her. All the problems should be on the man. You even see the family like fighting that particular man that is her husband because of this issue.
Do you know that
the lady might want that I want to be supporting my husband, but the advice from the family might not be through her dad, but the mom particularly, some mothers.
That is what I'm telling you. That is what I'm telling you. What is your ideology of coming together with the man? What are you coming to impact with the man? I used to tell somebody, I cannot marry a woman that stays in the house because my family is an example of it. I lost my dad at a very tender age. I think thereabout I was 11 or 12. Then far back, I think 2003, 22. Now, if that my mom was somebody that seated at home doing nothing, we would have been in a very big mess. Now, she was the person when my father lost it, despite his wealth, he lost everything. She brought him back at the first time, brought him back at the second time. Before the third one, he collapsed. When the market got on to the first, starting the second. So these are the things that I'm trying to tell you. What are you bringing? It is not only to open legs that is the problem. What is your idea? What your head is your investment to the man. The kind of thing you say to the man is your investment. You can be an advisor to the man. It is an investment. Let me tell you, there are some men that do not want their wife to work because they believe that maybe what they are making is enough, but forgetting to know that maybe if she even comes in, maybe everything might change.
Yes.
So that is what I'm trying to tell you. It is not, see, if you're going into a relationship, do not allow the guy, see, if you're too dependent on a guy in a relationship or in a marriage, at the end he will find it difficult at some point. Because a man don't completely say his mind. When a man is crying, you do not know. And I find that is what kills a man even in marriage. That is what kills a man even in marriage. So if you're going into a relationship, bring packages with you. Bring so many things with you. Like, this is how I want the structure of my relationship to be. This is how I want the structure of these ones to be. This is the kind of guy that I want. You see, it is not only a guy that impacts in a lady impacts in a man. And that is why you find out that everything becomes much more easier and perfect. Not that there is no perfect relationship. Everybody fights. everybody quarrel. But the thing that is there is because of you guys have known yourself and you guys have known how you started, the love is there, the strength is there, the backup is there, the everything is there. So that is how it is. So
where the mommy?
I believe at least I've tried.
Yes, you've tried, like at least you've all said your mind. I understand, because me, I'm in support of you. Despite girls are very, very stubborn not to stand on the truth. They knew the truth, but they wouldn't stand on it. You understand? So I believe you should behave well. You understand? And believe on the truth. Understand? Because most relationships you see in this life have been broken by girls, not even we guys. Are you getting me? We have the mind to stand.
You know the problem here? People out there will see it that it's the lady, right?
Yes,
but do you know that most of the times the problem in a relationship or marriage, most men, they cannot stay with only one woman. No matter their mind, they love that one they keep in the house. But they'll still go out there cheating, doing all sorts of things. You think that
is to help your career now.
You see the problem here. No, you see the problem here.
Okay, I think
you want your career. Then the one you kept at home, why did you not get married to her if you know that you want to be going about to be doing all sorts of things?
I think this should be a question for another edition of this discussion. No Thank you very much. God. Okay.
If I sit down